Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I will continue my grammar lesson about the derivation, and I will talk about adverb and verb. As we know, I will begin with the adverb. As we know, the adverb would end with ly. Ly. Like slowly, fastly, and so on. And we use adverb at the beginning of the sentences, and the sentence or a space follow with a comma. Space follow with a comma. I will tell you something. At the beginning of the sentences, we have three words we can derive it. First of all, we can derive the noun if the space follow with the verb. Second, we can use an adjective if the space follow with a noun. And last one, we can use an adverb if the space follow with a comma. Okay. We use the adverb at the beginning of the sentences and the space follow with the comma. Second, we use the adverb before the subject, and we can use the adverb before and precede the verb, because the adverb describe the verb. Okay, this is when you use an adverb. Now I will discuss the verb and when we use the verb. First of all, I will tell you that the letters that follow or use as a suffix to derive the verb, like fy, qualify, ate, compensate, ieve, believe, ise or ize, civilize, ide, provide, en, strengthen. When we use a verb or derive the verb, first of all, we can derive the verb after the subject. If you have at the beginning of the sentences a subject, either a noun or a pronoun, we must follow with the verb and derive a verb here. Number two, we use or derive the verb after the modals, like will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, must, had to, ought to, and so on. Number three, we derived a verb after a verb to do, like do, does, did, and negative don't, doesn't, didn't. They are follow with a verb. After two, we use or derived a verb. After had better or would rather. After the had better or would rather, we derived a verb. After certain verbs like make, let, or help, these three verbs, make, let, help, we must follow with object, and after the object we use verb or derived a verb. Okay, for example, why don't you let them space their work using the PowerPoint? Why don't you let them space? Let, it is a verb, them is an object. After that we derived a verb. So that we use the verb before the subject, after the modals verb, after verb to do, after to, and after had better and would rather, and after these words like make, let, and help, and follow with object plus verb. So that this is how to use or derive noun, adjective, and verb and adverb. And I hope that it's clear to use or derive these things like noun, verb, adverb, and adjective. And see you later, inshallah.